The people are not under suspicion. They are not prisoners. They are not internees. They are merely dislocated people, the unwounded casualties of war. The time, spring and summer of 1942. The place, 10 different relocation centers in unsettled parts of California, Arizona, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado, and Arkansas.
And welcome back to Kingsport, 1943, Monsterhearts in H.P. Lovecraft's fictional town, this time in the World War II era. So this will be fun. I am once again joined with my visual cast, starting with my longtime collaborator, Serafina, playing Astrid the Unicorn.
Hi, I'm Serafina. I'm playing Astrid the Unicorn. Last session saw her make a couple promises to the Fae Selina, get a little drunk and get a little wild, which in Astrid's language is apparently rescuing randos out of the woods near government facilities. That's how she gets wild, just extra moral. She has a lot of very particular moral feelings and is the quintessential unicorn. She is basically innocence and light personified.
Well, I mean, that's not going to get punished or anything. Cool. Speaking of Selina the Fae, why don't we have Joe introduce her to us?
I'm Joe. I'm playing Selina Vale. She is the Fae. She's a troublemaker. She definitely knocked a rival's teeth out in the bathroom which was not good for that girl because her brother just also possibly died in the war. So, but she keeps getting people to make promises to her, and at least one of them didn't follow through. So I get some payback on them. Other than that, yeah, she is she's always looking for promises, and she's definitely from the wrong side of tracks, as it were.
Sort of like Pretty in Pink meets Legend. Cool. For once, I don't have to say this is all going to work out. You get to say no, it's not. Next, an original Kingsporter, Jesse, who is playing Edward the Ghoul.
Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm playing Edward Merriam, the thrill-hungry ghoul. He's a shit stirrer who's always looking for trouble, usually of the violent and messy sort. He has a problematic and he has a problematically strong crush on Astrid, and decided to see how many of the gang he could get up into a dangerous-looking military installation to look at the stars, which ended up great for everybody, actually, as I think about it. It could only turn out better, as our illustrious leader would say. It will work out great.
It's fun when you guys do it for me. And last but not least, their original Kingsporter, Bethany, who's playing Lawrence the Sasquatch.
Hi, I'm playing Lawrence, who is a recent transplant from the Midwest and who is tall and gangly and awkward, and made a kind of a promise to Selina last time that he definitely implied that he was specifically asking her out on a date, and then he spent the whole evening with another girl. So, she might be a little bit offended by that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Also, yeah. You've got Dorothy, who seems to be sweet on Lawrence now. So that's right. Yeah. No love triangles there.
Yeah.
All right, so when last we left off, yes, our intrepid gang had decided to go up on Kingsport Head, which 43, this large cliff-like formation at the in the harbor is a military installation, and even more so that particular night when they saw lights in the sky and picked up a mysterious stranger named Noah Marsh. Okay. So I think it just makes sense to start with Lena and Astrid. So you get home. Tell me about what Ed's house looks like.
You're muted.
You're muted,
Yeah,
Serafina.
I got it. Sorry. Yeah, so as we mentioned before, Astrid does come from a certain amount of money. And I think she lives in just sort of a big manor house, complete with gate, like that kind of setup. And as we mentioned before, she does live with her aunt. I don't know that her aunt really cares about her comings and goings. And so when they arrive, she just walks through the front door, and there's really no one to greet her, no hubbub of any kind.
Gonna have servants for a place that big?
Probably, but it's late. Like late at night. I don't know that there's anybody around.
All right, fair enough.
There's probably a cook or something like that that's likely around. There's maybe a doorman.
Yeah, there's probably, a butler type
Yeah.
somewhere. We'll
Yeah.
do later. Cool. So the first that you're going to encounter is that when you take Edward out of the back seat, he is unconscious and is in convulsions.
Oh, Joshua, you mean?
No, Noah.
Oh, no.
Noah.
Noah. Oh, okay. So is he can't walk at all? He's completely out?
Yeah, he's thrashing around.
I respond.
You're a nurse, right?
Yeah, I respond like a nurse would and start like checking his pupils and like his pulse and trying to see what's up with him.
At a hazard, he seems to be severely dehydrated.
Oh, okay. Help me get him inside?
All right then. What are you gonna do with this guy?
Put him in a guest room, obviously.
All right, sheesh. Okay.
We couldn't just leave him in the woods.
Yeah, but like, what's your aunt gonna think when she finds this guy or any one of your servants?
I'll deal with that in the morning. I'll just say he's a guest.
She must be nice.
It is. I mean, it is. Yes. Why wouldn't it be nice? It's nice. I get to help.
All right. Well, okay.
Listen, you told me to cut loose.
Yeah, though I did, and this is quite loose. This is unexpected. All right, but like you gotta admit, he's not what you would say looking from like he's around here.
He does look a little different.
Just okay. Just a little, I guess.
Well, he's a person that needed help. It doesn't matter what he looks like. Does it?
I suppose not. Suppose not.
So we'll get him upstairs and tuck him away. So yeah, we get him up to one of the guest rooms. And like,
Okay.
tuck him into bed.
What are you gonna do about his condition?
Find him, like try and give him water and see what I can do. Basically, I'm just gonna.
Okay. I feel like this call for a keep your cool.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what. And I would hazard your fears that you'll somehow make it worse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
So yeah, I roll.
You want to, gaze into the abyss.
No, I'm good. I roll a 9.
Okay, cool. So what will happen is you keep at it long enough to actually take some harm, you will figure out what you need to do to stop his convulsions.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, he's completely insensate, and he's just thrashing around. At one point, he oh, he gets you in the face, so you're gonna get her. But what you finally figure out after trying to get him to drink water and seem to help is he needed salt. So you had to dilute some salt into and that eventually calmed him down a little.
Great.
Until he sort of blinked and looks around. He starts to get his color back, and he has kind of parchment colored skin. Is a little kinky, and he just sort of is looking around the place like, where am I? Is this a facility?
No, this is my house.
It's a bathroom?
Huh. Must be nice.
That's what I said.
It is. I mean, yes, it is. Thank you.
So, like, what's your story?
My story?
Yeah, you were running wild through the woods.
Well, I was running from the government men.
I thought so.
So, like, why?
They wish me harm.
What kind of harm?
They would take me back to a place I no longer wish to be at. I know that I am not being completely open with thee, but I do not. You are strangers, and you have saved me, but I do not know to what degree I can trust you, or what degree you are trustable, or of some of the things I would speak of.
Oh my goodness, I'm being so rude. My name is Astrid Fairchild. This is Selina Vale, and I assure you, you can trust us.
And Selina just gives you a look like, what are you doing?
What?
How hard did he kick you?
He smacked me in the face, and it hurts, but not any harder. Listen, you told me to let loose.
Yeah. I guess Selina's gonna like go and get some ice for you, because probably also a drink in your ice box or something. Because
there is definitely
before like come back to like help ice you, and like just like looking at this dude untrustworthy, like, because he's a complete stranger and he tossed our friend like God knows how many feet.
I would appreciate it if you could let me know what's happening so I can help better.
Well, I was from this region once, but that was many years ago. I doubt greatly that any of my people are here in the town, but perhaps thou knowest. Is the Reverend Wilkins still the deacon at the church?
Oh, no, not that I know of. I don't really go to church.
Such as not that church that you go to.
You want me to go check for you?
If not of the faith, then probably it would not be well that you do so.
You want a drink, something to calm you down?
More tea would be heartening.
I'll go.
Could thou give me more salt in the tea? It is a strange request, but
whatever guests want, and just leaves.
Hey, it's not unusual for Kingsporters to take salt with their tea. At least some families. Yeah, so you're left alone with this guy.
Yeah, as I guess like, and he's still like his skin tone's a bit like off normal or off average.
No, it's just it's you know, it's a kind of dark tan shade.
Okay,
Cafe au lait maybe.
okay. For some reason, I felt like when you said he was pale when we first saw him, like just normal pale or like
Yeah,
okay,
he was cold, exhausted, and dehydrated, so
okay.
he
Because
was
in my head, I was
not
like, oh, he's like pure white, like a polar bear pale. That's all right. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'm just like leaning against the sink, staring at it, but like probably like sort of like losing myself into the ripples of the bathtub as I'm like, yeah, I'll gaze into the abyss. I'll try to figure out what the hell is going on here.
roll that plus dark then.
Oh boy. Let's see. Name what I'm looking for. I want to know what this dude's deal is. Do you need something more specific or
Yeah, give me one of the give me one of the reporter words. Yeah, who or how or
where's this guy come from?
Well,
okay.
All right, that's a 6 because I have a -1.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Give me
Cool.
Give me that.
So you stare at the waves in the water, and how's that into looking into the abyss? What does that work for? Like these reflections of things, or do you just sort of hear snatches of poetry?
Oh, I think I probably like when I like, like stare off in like the middle distance at something, I probably like it's also like tapping into like the Fae realm. Like I hear whispers of other creatures that like, know secrets or whatever.
Cool. So yeah, you have that vision of the kind of little glade in the forest that you frequently do when you do this. But to your eyes, there's an impossibly beautiful androgynous person there. It just looks at you as Selina.
Hello.
Soon you will have to make a choice. You do know, don't you?
I do. What kind of choice?
Expect to be called upon by both courts.
What's a court?
Oh, poor mortal. Well, you've played the game well, so I'm sure you'll be fine.
great.
Cool. And then you snap back, kind of like shivering. I think at that point, I think let's cut over to Eddie and Ray. So where are you guys driving to?
So I think Lawrence pulled me into the car.
Yeah.
And like I was pretty drunk because I'd been like downing those beers in front of the guards,
That's right. I forgot about that.
and I just sort of like pull one out of the case, which probably still has like half a dozen left in it at this point, but between us and then me, gone through a lot of them, and I just sort of like toss one into Lawrence's lap, and I say, let's go.
So I have a question. Did I see? Yes, I think I did see Astrid like help this total stranger into her car, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so in that case, I think I am going to follow them. with probably detours requested by Edward.
Cool. You do know that you have Dorothy and who is your friend there?
Danny, who's very
Danny.
even
Yeah.
drunker.
Yeah,
Great.
that's perfect. Fantastic. All right, so so do you drive either of those two off, or do you just go straight to Astrid's? I mean, with the appropriate, let's go down Dead Man's Hill
Right. I think.
with the lights off.
Question: did you pull me into the cab of the truck, or was someone else sitting there and I'm in the bed?
I'm driving, so
Right, okay.
yeah.
So I'm like hanging out the windows.
You're not standing in the bed?
Oh, I thought you pulled me into the cab, but I could also be in the truck bed.
I mean, that may not need to stop you. This thing has running boards.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Also,
I'm out on the running boards. I'm like
I don't
waving my hat in the air. Faster, Larry, faster!
I think Lawrence just grabbed you and you hopped up on the running board and did that gangster thing.
That's exactly what happened. Yes.
And which side are you on?
Passenger side.
Okay, yeah. So I'm kind of like.
So you get to stare at Dorothy, who's looking at you in absolute terror.
Dorothy, can you pass me another beer?
I don't think that's a good idea right now, Edward.
The best idea.
Okay,
Don't you think you should have hands on the
be ready to
car?
grab him when he falls off, because he's gonna fall off.
Oh God! You know my hands aren't as strong as they could be. Cool.
Well, if he falls, then it's its own fault. But
all right, so I guess you go straight to Astrid's then, huh?
Yeah, sure. With Edward riding on the running board,
and Dorothy and Danny. Okay, cool. So Danny, I think, is just passed out. He's passed out in the truck bed. So you can like toss. If you want, you can toss a blanket on it over him if you don't want him to die of hypothermia.
Yeah, I don't want him to die. I don't like this guy, but not to the point where I want him to die.
Could have made you keep your cool, shouldn't I, Edward?
I can keep my cool, except I'm not really scared of anything right now. No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm scared I'm going to sober up.
I thought you would be scared that you would not look cool. Or the 33 equivalent.
I think if Astrid were here, that might be the case. But I think in this moment, I'm just scared I'm gonna sober up and like realize what's going on. Like it's less the more like the sort of like the enormity of the situation like might hit me, right? That's what's in the back of my head.
Let's see the dice.
Okay. And that's a 6, but I think I have a good cold. Yeah, 7.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. I think you can totally do this, but you're gonna take a point of harm from getting scratched up, unless you decide to jump the truck bed.
I can jump into the trunk bed. I think
But then you'll probably sober up at least a little bit.
Trying to remember what the consequences of harm are in this game.
It's not too bad if you get to 4 harm. Then you die unless you can go into your darkest self. You give up all your strings on other people.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the harm then. I'm going to take the harm. I'm going to lead into it.
Awesome. So yeah, you're...
Pushes.
So do you bruise? You said you don't really bleed.
Yeah, I think like, my heart beats extremely slowly. I think that like kind of what happens is there's like a very, very, very slow like welling up of blood under the skin that probably takes a long time or doesn't heal. And so like has to be masked cosmetically or covered with clothes.
Got it.
And with, for cuts and stuff, similar issue. my look is wrecked, and there's a reason for it. I actually have to be like, for a thrill seeker, I kind of have to be careful it doesn't work out. I try to keep my like face relatively protected, but like if I took off my shirt, there'd be like weird unhealed cuts and bruises from years past.
Fantastic. All right. I'm just trying to think. Should anybody wake up from this clatter? Yeah. The cook comes bustling upstairs to find you holding the tea tray, Astrid. You haven't gotten into the bathroom yet. She's like, what an infernal racket's outside. If your auntie wakes up, we'll never hear the end of it.
I'll go deal with it. And like swoops into the bathroom with the tea tray and comes out a second later.
You need tea in the bathroom, Astrid. Strange girl.
I like to think of myself as full of idiosyncrasy.
So when you briefly swoop in, Selina definitely looks like so distraught and confused, but
Oh, I'll be right back. And like leaves. You can go back to bed. I will go see what's going on outside. And she swoops down the stairs.
Okay. So yeah, you see the Scooby gang outside.
Okay. Edward, are you drunk?
No.
Oh my goodness. All of you need to be much quieter. My aunt is sleeping.
I think that's you, Edward. The noise.
She said to be quiet.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, great, good.
So what's with the strange guy?
I brought him upstairs to one of the guest rooms.
Okay.
You want to come in? I left Selina alone with him, and I feel rather badly.
I just walk in after she says.
Yeah, probably a bad idea. Let's go ahead.
I stroll. I'm very casual.
Oh wait, do you have like a blanket or something? Danny's still passed out in the truck.
Oh, sure.
Probably, yeah,
Yeah. She like runs back into the front room, and there's like a big plush blanket over one of the couches, and like puts it over him.
I think Dory doing I am the normal person. She's like, you have such a lovely house, Astrid.
Thank you, guys.
Is she taking the same approach as Edward, like in denial that there's anything weird going on?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, so we all walk back upstairs.
Now, where's the guy we stayed?
He's in here. In the bathroom.
I walk into the bathroom and like go face to face with Noah for a second. Kind of like poke him. And
Ow.
I
Keep
say,
the hand of me.
Sorry. You look a lot like this guy who, what's his name? He shops at the spa, my dad's store, my mom's their store. Pemberton, something. They want to buy extra salt. The ration's not enough. You know that guy? Your cousin?
Must be my luck is only iller. For cheered I would be to hear your family, but that it is the Pembertons does not cheer me at all.
Are they not good people?
No, they well, perhaps once they were not. They are just. What do you know of Innsmouth Town, Miss Astrid?
Oh, A small amount.
A small amount. Yes, I would imagine that that your government does not tell anyone much things that happen there.
What happened there?
My family is from Hartwell, but I had cousins in Innsmouth. For our world, twere not strange, wicked, or unusual that I should have parents who are darker and there should be lighter. For the Gentiles in Massachusetts, twere unusual and wicked. So we did not oft go between the two towns. So it were that I were in Innsmouth in 1930, just a young lad when the government came and they took me and mine and took us all far, far away. On account they have feared of us.
Does everyone in Innsmouth talk like you?
Our language hath become somewhat from the Gentiles, yes.
Just saying, it's like peculiar.
Selina, that's
Mine ears, thou speaks most peculiar, so.
Are you Amish?
I've heard of your Amish. We have the similarities, though we use telephones and automobiles when we had need of them.
The only people I know who talk, different. The only religion I know that talks different from the people around them.
Innsmouth was separated from the mainland by our marshes and hard to get in. And we did not cotton well to strangers, so they did not come to our.
well. Why were you being held captive by the government?
On account that we are different.
That doesn't seem like quite enough of a reason.
Well, I present to thee that maybe you should look closely at what your government does in your name.
A lot of people.
Did you know that we did not know that there was a war? Not until 42. I mean, some of us were not sure that it were even 42. But at that time, they brought in others to come and share our captivity with us. Many of them from the West Coast. They were of Nees stock.
Oh.
Good farmers and good family men. They were kind to us and liked fish as well, so on when we could. They were better farmers than we could ever be. That.
Wait, so they locked you up because of your bug eyes? Sorry, that's mean. That's rude. I'm sorry. Sorry. No, I just mean because, like you said, you're different, but like,
Our ways are different than yours. Have been for a long, long time.
Oh, so it's religion. Okay, yeah.
'Tis that and other things, but religion, there are those who were from Innsmouth who lack the faith, but they were not good people. Here I am talking, and Innsmouth is destroyed, and
So, like, what's your plan? Like, we helped you out, obviously.
well,
You better not, like, rat us out if you get caught.
the lights are calling me back to the sea, back home. That's
what?
And so I helped. So I escaped from camps. Well, not from the camps, I should say. The government men wished to use us in their war. Why I should fight for any flag that waved over the camp that me and mine were imprisoned in, where they printed on us, where I saw my own Graham die, my father vanish, my mother. It were better not to speak of my mother.
So let's go swimming.
Why did they want?
Where are you gonna get a boat?
I don't know that I have the knack of sailing. I did when I was a lad, but that was just a little skiff.
Why did they want you to fight?
My kind is skilled in reading the and in interpreting the noises beneath the sea. They say they are experimenting with new devices. They shall give their submarines ears to hear from far away. And perhaps they wished us to do other things. And hostages they had, and several. So most, they asked, agreed to go.
That's very sad.
Sad, girl, doth not contain within it enough to express my sorrow. It's to come all the way up from Kingsport Harbor to Arkham Town. That not be enough to contain the tears of my people.
All right, well, you don't need to yell at us. We helped you.
And grateful I am. I'm but a poor stranger. You had no need to rescue me. Oh, things will be worse for you, girl. So perhaps it's best I be off.
Why are things gonna be worse for me?
Them government will not stop looking for me.
What, you gonna... And they don't know I'm involved.
We can fight them.
Eddie, shut up.
Did good against them before.
Well,
Do it again.
We're not. We didn't fight the government.
I threw a beer at that guy in the uniform.
It's not a fight.
You're lucky.
It's not a Donnybrook.
He had a gun. He pointed at me.
don't put it
Next time he'll probably shoot you. So no, we don't want to get in a fight with the government.
Punch him before they shoot us. It's good.
We should just let this guy go and go, whatever he's
It's
gonna
like-
do, steal a boat or go swimming. I don't know, but
No,
Buddy, you want
not
to steal
well
a
enough
boat?
to-
We could go steal a boat.
when that's
I
Jesus Christ.
would prefer that we not steal a boat.
Noah, the way I see
Don't
it,
you want to live it up? a
owe
little bit?
us?
if we gotta steal a boat to get rid of this guy, I'm up for stealing a boat.
Yeah.
I don't think he's well enough to travel yet.
He's right here. He can tell you himself.
I am the medical professional in this room. Thank you very much.
How you feeling, buddy? Want to go steal a boat?
Well, I mean, I have not recovered my strength, but yes, if you wish to steal a boat, we can steal a boat.
What is going on?
I can keep him here until he feels a little better, and then we can steal a boat.
That sounds good. I'm with Astrid.
Yeah, but if we're gonna steal a boat, why are we giving it away?
Do you need a boat, Selina?
I mean, I could use one.
No, we're stealing a boat for this. He wants to go back to sea, so he's gonna need a boat. And if we get him a boat, he'll leave sooner, and he won't be here when the government comes looking.
What makes us think the government's gonna come here looking for him anyway?
Well, they might look everywhere.
Tire tracks? I don't know. I don't think it's that hard.
Oh, but they won't find him when they come here.
Right. That's why we're
Because
gonna
he'll
steal
be
a
on the
boat.
boat that we steal.
Well, no, because there's secret passageways.
To the harp.
Oh, okay.
No, this house is very
Oh.
old.
You have secret rooms in the house?
Yeah.
Let me guess. The Fairchilds were stationed on the Underground Railroad, weren't
Oh
they?
yeah, they were. They're unicorns.
Yep.
So I will get you a nice cozy room set up in one of the storage areas, hiding places, way stations, and then you can relax until you feel better.
Well, it is a kindness. Yes. Should I go there now?
Finish your bath, and I will talk to the rest of them, and then you can get some sleep.
Thank you kindly. Miss S,
Mhm.
these rooms, the walls are thick, right?
They were designed to hide many more than one person.
I am sometimes ill, mostly at night, so I may be given to a bout of crying out. I hope I disturb anyone.
There are a lot of ghosts in the walls of this house. You'll be fine.
That's not creepy at all.
Astrid's a little
All
cute.
right.
Come on, everyone.
Jesus Christ, girl.
What?
Yeah, let's do the secret passage. We should get him hidden at least.
Out of our hair?
Yeah, but I mean, hidden is better than nothing.
And I'm not going to rush along an injured man.
All right. First off, let's take care of you. Because you still got that bruise as she holds the ice up to your cheek.
Yeah, he got me.
Yeah, this is why you need to be careful.
I am careful. I made a calculated decision. Listen, you got me drunk and told me to let loose. This is where
I didn't tell you to assist in a jailbreak. It's sexy. I'm not going to deny that, but I never expected you to be so wild.
have
But this dude's freaking weird.
he's odd, but he was in need.
That's right. And we helped him. I helped him. We helped him. All of us helped him.
We did help him. And did you tell us that someone pointed a gun at you?
Yeah. Yeah, they were, because I threw the beer and you guys ran away and the guy got away and I threw the beer at him and then he was a army cop, I guess. And he pointed the gun at me and said, "What are you doing here?" And I offered him a beer and he didn't want it. And, now we're here. So we didn't shoot it, I don't think.
Good. Okay. Well, I will take care of Noah for the evening, and we'll see where we are.
I'm not just leaving you here with this guy.
Yeah, we saved him and he's grateful, but
Like,
maybe too grateful. I don't know. Not grateful enough.
he could be a psychopath and he could sneak out and kill y'all.
It's pretty weird.
So are you saying you want to sleep over?
I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Okay. Oh, a sleepover.
Probably should.
Well, we don't need to sleep. The night's young. There's 4 beers left in the truck.
Edward, we're not drinking anymore.
And particularly, one of us should not be asleep, because that's kind of the point of us staying here.
That is a valid point. Well, I'll get him installed in one of the way stations, and then you can just pick out a guest room. And we'll decide who stays up first.
I'm not tired.
Eddie, You gotta fucking sober up.
Coffee.
I slap her. Not hard. That's how you do it, right?
Stop.
Don't slap
She's
Selina.
sober.
Oh, it's your turn. Now you slap me.
I'm pretty sure that was shutting her down.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Why don't you roll cold?
It was a gentle slap. It was a love tap.
Yeah, you're a dead guy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Zombie love tap.
I think that it's the same dice. It's the same number, but I think that's right. Plus cold again, so 7.
Cool. You're gonna take a condition, but you may choose one of the shut someone down
Yeah. Let's
action.
see. So the +1 forward and shut someone down, is that like just the next roll?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take +1 forward.
Excellent. Selina, you want to donate a condition to Eddie?
You're a real asshole right now, Eddie.
Yeah, I think I say.
I mean, you don't want to get sober up and help keep Astrid safe. That's on you.
Ooh.
Oh, I look downcast for a moment. I'm like, that's why I want to stay up.
Yeah, that's why you got to sober up.
All right, I guess I'll have some of that coffee. I'm sorry I slapped you, Selina, and I like sort of do that like gentle, not what like clumsy.
Like she just grabs your hand, like that's good. That's enough.
Great.
Cool. So, how you fixed for rooms, Astrid?
I think probably I'll have the boys bed down together.
Okay.
And just have Selina in my room. People are going to be up at various points in the evening, and it's probably best that we have a buddy.
Would I be correct in guessing that you have a large number of dolls and teddy bears in your room still?
I think that Selina's room is actually just covered in plants. Like she's got a lot of like growing things and a lot of like beautiful, weird art.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So, you guys bed down for the night, and I think I'll just go through and we'll do stuff with people.
Right.
So
and I put
first,
Dorothy in with me too, I guess. I've got a Dorothy still around.
yes, that's true.
Like Danny, who is still in the truck.
I could just sleep on the couch, I guess.
There's another guest room that I like put her in because I can only fit one other person in my bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, like, how big is your bed, right? Because you're wealthy.
It's like a queen size.
You're teenagers, right? I mean, I think there's room for all three of us, probably.
Sure.
So, like, yeah, you don't need to sleep on the couch, Dorothy. I mean, come on, yeah, we'll just cuddle up. It'll be cozy. As I'm trying to turn her on, I guess.
Dorothy?
Yeah. Now, here's a question, because it's a weird mechanical question, because it's sort of revenge on Lawrence. But it says like when spending strings to get revenge, pulling strings Add 2 to your roll on an act of vengeance. Can that work for this? Because I don't have a string on Dorothy. I have a string on Lawrence.
That's an interesting question. Let me look at this. I think the way the rules are going to work here is that you can only use
Yeah, I
this from the
understand.
target.
Yeah, no
so-
problem. I was like,
No,
this
I mean, I like that. But if you want to use your turning someone on attempt as a shut someone down attempt, that will totally work. So that if you turn on Astrid, then you can use that as,
I'm trying to turn
as
on
a shutdown.
Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one that Lawrence likes.
Right, got it. Yeah, it'll still work. You'll get if that succeeds, then you'll definitely feel free to take a shut someone down on Lawrence.
Okay, so yeah, sure, I'll try. And what stat am I rolling? Cold?
Plus hot.
Okay, all right. And all right, yeah. 6, 7, 8. My hot is a +1. And I don't know. So I spend this string on Lawrence to
No,
do.
this is the turn Dorothy on.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. So
Okay.
you're getting a 9 on turning Dorothy on, huh?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, she totally gets embarrassed and awkward, and she's like, actually, Astrid, if my leg works, it's probably better if I just sleep in a chair. I'll be fine downstairs. Don't worry about it. I'll go to your sitting room. It's such a lovely house. Good night.
That was weird.
But totally feel free now to try and shut down Lawrence. That's
Okay.
plus cold.
Okay, and this is what I guess I want to spend the string on that +2 to it, I guess.
Yep.
Okay. So 7. It's an 8 total after the -1 and the +2.
Fantastic. You're going to get a condition, but you may choose one of the shutdown actions.
All right. Let's see. Do they have strings on me? Yes. Lawrence will lose a string on me.
Here. Lawrence, what condition does Selina get?
I don't know what condition. Yeah, I'm not sure what I.
Cold-hearted?
Yeah. Okay. That works.
It could just be bitch. I mean, bitch.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
totally okay. I mean,
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I think
but that might say something about Lawrence that Lawrence is not comfortable saying about him.
I think that's probably true. That's why I was like, I don't know if that's a Lawrence word, or at least not spoken out loud in front of the person that he's aiming it at, right? He wouldn't call her a bitch to her face.
Got it.
Can I ask a question here?
Absolutely.
How is this being communicated to Lawrence?
I guess it happened right in front of Lawrence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do you say something after Dorothy leaves, or?
I think it was mostly like a direct, while I'm inviting her to join us, maybe I'm blatantly looking at you right in the eyes.
Yeah, okay. That works.
Perfect. Cool. All right, so everybody beds down for the night. That's hysterical. Let's start with Astrid. So you are you're in bed with Selina. How's that?
I think I think that what winds up happening is that Selina goes to sleep like a normal person, and at some point wakes up in the night to like a very small Astrid ball curled up against her, like very sweet and very quiet, and like dressed in like, you know, pink pajamas. Yeah.
I'm getting a cavity.
Yes.
Is yeah, you're not trying to turn her on though, are you?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool. So, speaking of that, Selina, when
if
you
I'm
wake
waking
up,
I totally like embrace that cuddle. It's like, oh my god.
woke you up as you thought you heard the door open, but when you look around, everything seems normal. And so you do that thing where like you just kind of shrug it off and your eyes blink and you see you didn't notice this before, but there's this blue teddy bear sitting under one of the lamps in Astrid's room. And what happens next is that horror thing where you keep falling slightly asleep and it gets closer and closer. It's standing right over you.
Does it do that?
Yes, it does.
I punch it. I'm like, oh god, Jesus Christ.
Go right ahead. Roll a flash out with physical violence, please.
I'm like, holy shit. What the fuck? All right.
Holy cow, you're a volatile fae, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. 5, 6, 7. So
Cool. Which one do you want?
let's see.
I know which one I want, but
They learn something about my true nature and gain a string on me.
perfect. That is the one I want. Thank you. Cool. So you slap the stupid thing. It flies off the bed, of course, hits the ground, and rolls over. Gets up, looks around. Finally, picks up his little top hat, puts it back on, and goes, "No, Selina, don't! I'm Mr. Fuzzy Bottom."
What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
Don't be afraid.
Like, I'm reaching for Astrid. I'm like, what is going on?
Astrid's asleep. Can't be aroused or cannot be roused.
Oh Jesus!
Wait a minute, just a second. Thank God you jacked around with my speech box, kid. Me so hard.
What?
Listen, I'm Mr. Fuzzy Bottom. Don't be afraid.
Telling someone to not be afraid does not make them less afraid.
Well, wait. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. That's a good point.
You're a
I'm
talking
sorry.
stuffed animal.
Well, I didn't always used to be. But anyway, it's a long story. I made a few mistakes. Listen, my employer, yeah, I'll go with that, is very interested in you. Now that you have, begun to pierce the veil and walk over into the fairylands and sing plow or whatever the language, whatever it is you do, kid. She would like to know if you would want to have tea with her.
Who is she?
She's very important. Say yes, kid. Please say yes.
I'll have tea.
Good.
Or I've got an hour of my time, I guess.
No, not now. Tomorrow will be fine. It's not tea time. Not tea time. For the love of God, it's not tea time.
I'll have an hour of my time.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
here,
tomorrow.
Kingsport time.
Yes. Oh, I see what you're saying.
I know.
No. She'll meet you in the mortal realm. Don't worry.
Okay.
She likes that. She likes to check off and, oh, damn it, I'm gonna have to get her something. Uh-oh. Anyway, I gotta go look for, unless, do you got a watch or something?
I mean,
I don't think she's seen wristwatches yet.
I mean, not on me.
This is pretty posh digs. I'm sure I can find something. Listen, don't
Sure.
worry about it. Tea, it'll be fine.
Right.
I mean, I'm Mr. Fuzzy Bottom after all. I'm nice. Okay, I'm gonna go now, kid. I'll see you later.
It's just- I'm like pinching myself. I'm like,
Cool. So you were eventually back asleep, probably almost immediately because, you know, very sleep magic. So it's going to fall to Lawrence to wake up when you hear the screaming from the secret room that Astrid put Noah.
Oh yeah, like kind of wake up. Oh shit! What? Oh right, okay. I'll remember where I am and who's screaming and yeah. And I like run toward that room and I don't think I immediately just like barge in. I think I like knock first. Which is kind of like a stupid thing to do, but
do you do one of those knock and walk in or
yeah.
knock and wait to hear?
I think
so
like
you
knock, wait a little bit, and then if I don't like, then I'll walk in.
All right, so you come in and find Noah. He's like, I guess Astrid probably threw like a cot or something down in there, and he's like leaning against the wall next to his cot, and his muscle ropes, and he looks just like he's racked with some kind of convulsive pain.
Hey, Noah, what's wrong? You need more salt or?
He turns and he looks at you. Eyes are like completely black.
Oh, that's not
like,
creepy at all.
Not at all. They took the sea from us.
You can't. The sea's right where it always was. You're having a dream. It's fine. You're okay. There's nobody.
He picks up the cot and smashes it to flinders against the wall. One just crack.
Yeah, I think I like. He's like, okay. Look, it's I don't know what you're upset about, but can you calm down a little bit? We don't know if there's somebody looking for you or us, or we to be honest, we did not expect to rescue you from the government, and so we didn't really cover our tracks a whole lot, and I'm pretty sure that if they really wanted to, they could follow us here. And if you are like, if you keep screaming, that doesn't make it any easier to hide you.
He growls at you, and you can see when he opens his mouth, teeth are quite pointed and sharp. And then he just gathers himself and he bolts right for the door. What do you do?
Yeah, great. I like reach out and like do the bear hug, thing and try to stop him. Awesome.
Cool. Let's see now. I'm not sure that this is I think this is keep your cool.
Okay.
And your fear is maybe that you're gonna get hurt. Or no, actually,
this guy's like, he's really out of control. That's maybe not the primary thing. I think we're staying here to keep him from hurting Astrid. I think like I'm afraid that he's just a complete maniac and he's gonna like start attacking everybody.
Cool. Awesome. So yeah, let's see this plus cold.
Well, I just rolled a 6 and my cold is negative.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. Just take a harm because he hits you. It's like being hit by a truck.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been hit by a truck, but if you have, it feels very much like that. And he just like carries you straight on into the door, which I think just bursts off its hinges.
Mm-hmm.
But the impact of the blow knocks you both free, and he rolls around, and I think, yeah, absolutely, your musk is going to come into play here.
Yeah, I'm for
Okay.
sure breaking a sweat.
Yeah. So he gets up, growling again with his hands like twisted and almost talon-like, and then he sniffs like, and his eyes clear for a second, and he looks at you and it's like, "You're a child of the forest. Why didn't you tell me that?"
Oh, God, did you have to... Ow. Child of the... I mean, I guess, yeah, I'm a child of Cleveland, I guess. There's forests there, sure.
Cleveland, that's far away, right?
Yeah, it's you know, it's a long drive from here.
Is there any sea near Cleveland?
There's Lake Erie. It's not technically a sea.
Is that
It's not
Sweetwater or salt?
it's not salt water. I mean, the rivers that flow into it catch on fire sometimes, so I wouldn't really call it sweet.
Huh. He kind of just
I
sits
wouldn't
down.
swim in
He's
it if
like,
I were you.
"Did I hurt you?"
Yeah, but I'll live. I'm pretty hard to... Well, I almost said hard to kill. I don't want to find that out. I'm pretty hard to hurt bad.
I'm glad you stopped me. Totally take a string on Noah, by the way.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
Yeah. What were you trying to do?
how much of your people's lore do you remember?
I mean, I know we're different. I know we're I guess monsters, but I mean we can... You are too,
Monsters?
aren't you?
No. The Gentiles say monster. It's a word meaning that they don't understand. You're no monster. Your people are noble. Survivors. Ancients.
That sounds like what my mom says sometimes. But yeah, we survive, and she never says what we survive, but just that we have and we will. So you're...
Yeah.
I mean, you're not... I've never seen anybody in my family's eyes go that, but we're all... Well, we're not that strong, but we're all, strong, kind of like that. And you're not the same as me, but you're...
No, I'm a person of the water. We live a long time in the water. They say forever, though that's wrong. That's a Gentile wizard thing. We don't live forever. We will live as long as the planet has life. No long.
I mean, as far as anybody's concerned, that's forever, right? But so...
Nay, we've had contact with beings for whom that is but a short time.
So does it hurt you to be out of the water? You yelled something about taking the sea from you. Is that,
The
are
age
you
of
like
the
a frog or
change.
something? You got to be in water a lot?
No, it's the change is coming upon me. I think. I hope. My family always bred true. We should change, but it should not be like this. It should not hurt. I do not know if they did do something to me or if it was just they took us to a desert, Lawrence. They took us to a desert. My little brother could not bear it, and he died weather. It were too dry for him. He was too young.
That's that's awful. What kind of change are we talking about here?
I shall take on my final form, which is suited for life beneath the water, and yet can also walk on land.
So you can't. So you'll be able to breathe water? That's pretty cool.
Yes. Yes. Our people are great and numerous beneath the waves. But
Yeah, now I see why they want you
well,
to.
our people. Yes, to help them in their war, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. You do not have our gift of life, but I wonder sometimes if your choice was the wiser. The sea is vast and deep, but very, very cold. Lawrence,
I mean,
you
you
can
go further south.
he actually smiles for the first time. Lawrence, you can put me back in the room. I think the fit is off of me now. But
Okay.
you did me a kindness, stopping me.
Yeah. Can you not do that again? Because if I couldn't hold you back, I don't think any of the others could either.
I had no control over it. Perhaps the moon or Tethys. Perhaps it's just Mother Hydra's call to me. But Edward, I'm sorry, Lawrence. When the fit is upon me, I'd kill every Gentile I met. It would be better. I'd not do that. But that is not my way.
Yes. It would be better if you didn't. You were absolutely right there. Yeah, and I start looking around for like, okay, what can I bar the store with?
Cool. I don't know what you can bar the door with. You could just sit there. I mean, actually, the door's off the hinges.
Oh yeah, I'm
so
not
I don't know
sleeping anytime in the near future.
Okay.
That's true. That yeah.
Cool.
Okay, great, awesome.
I guess you could just sit there and watch him.
I'm gonna do that.
All right. Well, he takes another glass of salt tea and then he goes to fall asleep. It's a fitful, obviously troubled sleep. And let's turn now to Eddie. For whatever reason, you didn't wake up when. Actually, let's roll back slightly. Do you sleep?
I don't. So, I've actually been thinking a little bit about this. So, I think, when I'm here's how I'm picturing this. I think I'm afraid of falling asleep. I think that when sleep like comes to take me, like I feel like I'm dying again a little bit. And I think part of what I'm sort of picturing happening here, I'm drunk, right? And like that's catching up with me. The thrills are sort of the evening are starting to sort of like leach out of my system, and the depressant alcohol is taking over. And so I find myself kind of drifting off into sleep, which is maybe death, and I'm gazing into the abyss. I'm sort of like facing my oblivion and trying to see if it has any answers for me.
Excellent.
And I think what I would like to know is all right, this is like a kind of twisted thing. Not twisted like convoluted. The idea is I want to know how best to help Noah, but like the motivation behind that is not so much that I care about Noah, but that number one, that is almost certainly to be something that is exciting to do. Right, stealing a boat, like sneaking past the army, whatever it is, like that's going to be some high octane stuff. And number two, it might impress Astrid a little bit more.
Okay.
Does that follow?
Yeah, what we can do with this.
So my question is, does this count as pursuing my hunger? I guess I'm not being heedless, right? This is so probably not.
No,
no, it's not
save
heedless.
that up.
Yeah. That is a 9, I think, -1. 9 minus 1, so it's an 8. Yeah.
So you have a dream as you're on the door of sleep and or death. In the dream, surrounded by a pack of dogs. And in a way you feel like maybe you're a dog too. And all you know is that you're running and running and running and constantly in pursuit of prey in a hunt that never stops. And it's the most thrilling thing in your life. But eventually, the dream starts to fade and you find yourself sitting on the sill of an actual door. And standing next to it is a very elegantly dressed guy. And he's like wearing evening clothes. He's got like a top hat, but his vest is actually like brocade and yellow and trimmed with gold buttons and things. And he's smoking a cigarette. Actually, he's smoking a cigar, and he's got a nice watch. And he looks down, So that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good time. Who the hell are you, Mr. Fancy Pants?
I know the guy who organizes that thing. He's you might call him a really good friend of mine.
That didn't feel so organized. That was part of the fun.
Yeah, there are a few rules involved in the hunt, but not too many. So
I don't love rules.
The problem with helping out your new friend is that you're just one little dead boy.
How many dead boys do we need?
Oh, kid, you're funny. Now, as it turns out, I might be able to help you a little. I have a lot of people work for me.
I reach out my hand and sort of look at his cigarette like I'm asking for a drag.
Hey, it's a cigar. He hands it down to you.
So I take a drag on the cigar, and then I cough a whole bunch because I inhaled it like it was a cigarette. I don't smoke a lot of cigars, and I coughed a whole bunch. I said, "Yeah, you can keep that. Tell me about your friends."
Oh well, They're many and varied, but they all have different talents. And you know, the thing about me and my friends is we do occasionally recruit. No, not so much you. No offense, but dead is not our kingdom. I know the guy who's in charge of that. It's not so great. Kind of a jerk.
I didn't like Dead.
Yeah,
I could be
you didn't like it.
for that kind of fun. I could maybe be alive, right? It's the same thing.
Oh, now I see. The thing is that you actually could help me out a lot because you are very good friends with someone I'm very interested in recruiting.
And
you know your little friend Selina, right?
I mean, she ain't so little, but girl's got more personality than anyone I know.
Yeah, well, she's definitely got oh, wait a minute. I just learned the word the other day. Moxie, that's the word. She's got a lot of that.
Yeah, she's up to her ass in moxie.
You don't know what it means, do you, kid?
That's
Don't
soda.
worry about it.
That's soda it's the drink from Maine. We sell it in the store. You know, the guy with the...
I think it means a different thing. I learned it a little.
He does like to drink moxie.
Anyway, let me tell you, my vision of heaven on earth is a little coffee shop on Lower East Side where you can get but I'm getting away from the subject here. You help Selina come and sign on with my team, and I'll help you as much as I can with Noah. And oh, by the way, my people have always had some pretty good pull with with the kind of person Astrid is.
That hard for me to say no to that.
Then it's a deal.
How about we make a bet instead?
Son, are you playing a fiddle and does this look like Georgia? I don't do bets.
Sorry, we buy and sell, but you know, we like to gamble. Sure. I'll take your
What
deal.
are you? Oh, good. Good. Excellent. Here are 3 bronze nails I'm giving to you. Call them talismans. You know, if you really need thing, just, I mean, your flesh doesn't feel too much, so just hammer one place convenient, and I'll come a-running.
I don't know.
Well, probably not me, but I got a lot of people who work for me.
So before I take those nails, I just want to be clear what my side of the bet is, what my side of the deal is. Excuse me. I get to hunt.
You get to join the wild hunt, my friend.
You maybe have your friends talk to Astrid.
I think I could arrange it in such a way as you'll come out sparkling.
Well, yeah, it's hard to say no to anything, any of those things. And I smile, a big smile with teeth. And you can see like sort of the blackness of my gums as I'm smiling.
Excellent. He likes that. Like, hey, you don't have any allergy to iron or anything, do you?
I don't think so.
I'd advise you to keep some iron around you at all times going forward. Oh, and also, if you slew a fuzzy blue teddy bear, watch out. He works for the other side.
I'll keep my eyes open.
All right. Now, you are afraid of falling asleep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that that won't happen to you tonight. You hear the halloo of a hunting horn and the yap of hounds coming at you, and you just have to take off running.
And I do, and it feels fucking great.
It does. So this looks like a wonderful time to take a break.
I think before the evening is over, I would like to have Astrid gaze into the abyss in her sleep also. Because it seems like what could possibly go wrong.
In her adorable pajamas.
I don't even know what Astrid. How is it an abyss for you? It's probably like a warm and fluffy cloud.
It's like a Lisa Frank trapper keeper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, guys, abyss doesn't have to be bad.
It's just very deep.
Yeah.
It's sort of neon and fluffy.
I'm sure there's people that like that movie.
Oh dear God.
It's
yeah.
the prequel. It's the prequel James Cameron made to Titanic, right?
Right. Yes.
So it's a romance.
Okay.
I just fear for school tomorrow.
Yeah, actually, do we know what day this was all taking
It's a
place?
weekday. I hope it's a weekday.
I had been assuming it was a Friday, but if it's a weekday, that's even better.
I think it has to be a weekday, doesn't it, Ben? I mean, who am I to stand in the way of progress? Yeah, so definitely nothing creepy is going here. So cool. Yeah, I think we'll pick up shortly. Do we just like cut around the morning and just assume everybody just goes to school and doesn't really talk to the horror show they had that night? Or
I definitely do not go to school. I guess unless maybe Selina goes to school, but other than that, like, I don't have any particular reason to go to school right now.
I gotta go to school.
Okay.
But I think Astrid wanted to gaze into the abyss while sleeping beforehand, right?
Yep. I'm just looking to fail more rolls.
You can do that.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I roll a solid 3.
So do you gaze into the abyss when you dream? Is that
Yeah, I
how you have to do it?
I think every night when I sleep, she goes to an actual other plane. And most of the time that is her frolicking and like seeing benevolent things.
Are you unicorn in that?
Yeah.
Awesome. By the way, when you start saying going into another, your cat just came and perched on the back of your couch, which was like kind of awesome.
He's very tuned in. Yeah, I think that she for sure is fully a unicorn in that other plane.
So on a 6.
I rolled a 3. It's bad.
So instead of the normal fluffy, wonderful forest glades that you normally romp in, this time you're in a dark and thick woods, and all you know is that this huge crowd of hounds is pursuing you.
I had a feeling I was
relentlessly.
like a wild hunt. Right.
It was there, so
Great.
And you do get a look at the leader of the wild hunt, and that is kind of shocking to you. So you don't take any harm, I don't think, but why don't you take a condition? That sounds good to me.
Okay. Do I still
What
have
do
all
you
the
think?
conditions from last time?
Well, you haven't done anything to repair reckless. I
No.
don't think you've done anything about Miss Goody Two Shoes. Let's change morbid.
What should my condition be?
I'm trying to think now.
Maybe hunted.
Oh yeah.
Because I am
Mama
for sure
like.
in my advancement working up to unicorn hunters.
Is that when bad unicorn hunters show up?
That is when I point out that there are bad unicorn hunters, and I find one and say that that's what's happening. Yeah.
That's fun. Cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I figured I'd give you a heads up that that's where I'm going.
So yeah, you have a absolutely dreadful night, and wake up. Apparently, Selina too had an absolutely dreadful night.
Yeah.
And then find that somehow the door to your secret room got bashed in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we all go to school except for Edward.
So like Astrid, do you have any clothes I can borrow?
Yes, check the closet. The closet is enormous and is full of
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I can't wear any of these. Like, I'll get made fun of.
Well, you asked. There's a pair of very Kate Hepburn slacks in there.
All right. You sure? Like, I'm not gonna get it from Vicky or something?
I don't think so. I mean, they're very stylish.
I mean, you promise that? I'm like.
I mean, I can't promise that people aren't going to say something, but probably what they're going to say is just how gorgeous you look.
trying to turn me on.
I could roll to turn you on. My hot is -1. So we'll see how that goes.
That says +1.
Is it a +1?
Yeah.
Yeah, your hot's +1.
My hot's +1. I forgot. Great.
Look, that's a positive symbol.
That is a positive symbol. Oh, cool. Well, then I roll an 8.
All right. Yeah. Then what's the options? Act awkward.
Yeah. There's the.
Or you can take a string on. Right.
Yeah, you can either give me a string, or you can give yourself to me, promise me something, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
Trying to think. All right. Yeah, take that string on me.
Okay, great.
As like, yeah, I'm like, well, I do want to like blush a bit, but like that's not really getting embarrassed and acting awkward. But that's when like she's just like, I mean, if you say so, she like just starts getting changed right in front of you.
And then I get embarrassed. Great. Cool. So should we fast forward to school, or?
Yeah. So.
I assume that at some point Danny woke up and drove the truck home.
Oh my God, probably.
Right. We all have to pile into the Ford. In which case, I probably do end up at school, because where else am I going?
Okay.
Unless you ran off into the woods late at night.
All right. Let me make a note about something there. Just come back later.
Yeah, we're like crammed together, and all of us are bruised. All of us but Astrid are like randomly bruises all over. Like, ow, ow, don't touch, no, get your elbow out of my ribs.
Astrid did get smacked in the face, so she does actually have.
Oh, sorry. Everybody but Selina. There we go.
Yeah, I punched a teddy bear.
It's been a weird night.
Yes. Wait, did we
just
just leave Noah there alone?
Yeah. I imagine that we had figured out a way to fix the door before we left.
Right. I mean, if you were sitting there with him, you must have had a conversation with him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have places to hide him in the house, canonic, so I guess he's gonna stay down there.
Yeah.
I guess you can leave him food and tell him that you'll feed him later. Yes.
Yeah.
All for his water. And awesome. Oh, golly. Let me take a look at something. Right. Cool. So, when you guys get to homeroom, when you walk in, Vicky, Cynthia, and John Smith they're talking, and Cynthia's doing one of those, she's got her hand on Vicky's arm, and you all just turn around and Vicky just stares at you. Well, talk about some nerve.
That's when I
Astrid's standing right next to you and nudges you.
I looked at Astrid and I looked at Vicky as I walk up, head hung low. I'm sorry I was a bitch yesterday, Vicky.
That really isn't gonna cut it. Also missing a tooth, and now I gotta go to the dentist or get a crown, and I don't think I can forgive you for that, Selina. I'd ask you to pay for it, but your family too poor to handle orthodontics like this.
Astrid steps up next to Selina and says, I think it was very kind of her to apologize the way she did, and so if you need someone to help your family out, then I would be happy to pay for your crown.
We don't need any help from you, Astrid Fairchild.
Well, then how about you do the polite thing and not complain when you won't even take help that's offered to you?
She knocked out tooth while I was mourning my brother. So...
I'm aware, and you don't have to forgive her, but if you want a solution to your problem, I'm offering it.
Why are you taking her side? You're not like her.
She's my friend.
You should do... You could get a better class of friends than that, Astrid, if you weren't so strange. And she looks at Selina again and goes, Pants aren't part of our dress code, darling. So I don't know what you think you're going to get away with, but you're getting a demerit for that for sure.
Thought I wore overalls all the time anyways.
Yeah, but it's the 40s. Pants for girls in school are almost.
Yeah, I didn't
not
know because I know I'm poor, so. And I looked up, they mostly wear baggy stuff, the poorer you are, so. Yeah, Vicky, you can be as mean to me all you like. I deserve it for what I did to you yesterday. But if you ever insult Astrid in front and I find out about it, you're going to lose more than a tooth.
At that moment, if it's okay, I shout out. I don't shout, but like I as I'm sort of like sitting down at my desk a little bit on the other side of the room, I say just loud enough for everybody to hear. And Vicky, if you ever really want to know what your precious Andrew used to do in Dunsmith, I'd be happy to tell you about it sometime.
Mind your manners, Edward Merriman, and don't you talk about Andrew that way.
Just things you may or may not want to know. It's up to you. No need to be bothering Selina.
So
I think one of you was trying to shut her down, and I'm trying to decide who or if it was you. I think for sure, Selina, you were shutting her down.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to say more words, but I couldn't think of them. So but I can't think of them. Oh, not that bad. An 8 total after the -1.
Well, you're gonna take a condition, but
And then I get to choose one.
yes.
Do they have strings on me?
I think, yep, they do.
All right. I'll give them a condition. Afraid. or cowed?
Mm.
I think the condition. So a couple things. I think you actually have healed your contrite condition since you did
Oh.
apologize.
Okay.
And second, you're going to take the condition poor, and we're just going to give that a little mechanical weight.
That is accurate.
Yeah.
So
Now,
so your best chances for
As-
surviving, Vicky, is to promise me you never say anything about Astrid again. Because if you do, I'll find out.
I'm not going to make any promise like that. I have good breeding and manners, and I won't be running around saying bad things about Astrid.
Oh, you promise?
I don't think it's going to be that easy today, bro. However, Ed stepped in to help you.
It's true.
Now, I mean, maybe that's a stretch, but that could be kind of sexy.
I mean, the point was more to get Selina's attention than it was to shut down Victoria,
Okay.
which is part of why I didn't push on the shut her down. But
Trying to turn me on?
I think so.
Sticking up for me?
Let's. That seems to be the best mechanical way to push this. So sure, let's do it that way. And that is, I think it's gonna be a 8.
Fantastic. It worked.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, like as like she like her eyes go like a bit like wide in shock and confusion as she blushes and like, you know, like starts doing like the scratch in the back of her head as she just can't like make eyes with Eddie as she just like, you know, just sort of like hurries to her desk and just like mutters, thanks Eddie, thanks.
She has no call to talk to you like that, Selina. I like glare over at Victoria. Fucking deserves those wisdom teeth.
What did you and Andy get up to?
You know, we both kind of. Now I'm sort of talking it quietly. Like I don't need Victoria to hear this unless she like if she comes to me. That was the point of it. If I said to her, like, I like what was the word you used last night at Donnybrook? I like a good Donnybrook, and so did Andrew. So we used to go up and stir up shit in Dunsmouth.
Jeez, man, why didn't he ever
Dunwich,
take me?
Dunwich, I'm sorry. I'm hungover. I never remember the town's names. In Dunwich, and like Andrew liked to lose more than he liked to win. Like he would go up there just to get the shit kicked out of him, and I would have to haul him out, smiling through those bloody cracked teeth. Kind of weird, but it was a good time for everyone, I guess.
Okay, if you say so. Awkward classroom. I gotta be nice to her for a week.
Which did Astrid talk you into that?
We made a bet. I didn't think she'd go and get drunk.
Is that well? Guess she's proven everybody wrong. I look up at Astrid and I smile and I just sort of like do finger guns. It's like, hey you. Super lame.
You calm yourself, Eddie.
You know. So what'd you guys talk about last night? After we all went to bed.
I don't know. I don't know, I had some crazy dreams.
Yeah, what about? I did crazy fucking dreams. Tell me about that house. Tell me about yours.
I don't want to. You'll laugh at me.
Maybe, but don't you like to laugh? I'll tell you mine. You'll laugh at me.
Yeah, no,
tell me yours. We'll all laugh together. It'll be a good time. You can go steal a boat later tonight. It'll be great.
You're gonna steal a? Oh, okay. I heard bowl for a second.
No.
What?
No, steal a boat. Steal a boat.
Well, you first.
I don't know, man. There was this guy. I believed him, and I think, look. It seems to me like there's an opportunity for you. And that's what this dream was about.
You dreaming about me?
Yeah, I'm dreaming about you. We go back a ways. You know shit about me that pretty much no one knows. So sometimes you show up in my dreams. And I think, remember when I died?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to forget.
Yeah, it was so fucked up. Anyways, this was kind of like that. And then there's this guy there. And he's telling me about like how he thinks he could help you out, how he could be your friend, and that I should introduce you to him. And I don't know, man. Sorry, I don't know, Selina. But like you were, like he was dressed, and he was smoking. It was some kind of fancy cigar. I could barely, but it smelled real nice. And I sort of like point to her clothes, her baggy pants, and like I may be trying to push on poor a little bit, but like I think he could maybe help you out in like financially. And it didn't sound like he wanted too much. He just talked about being a friend. You're not laughing at my dreams, Selina.
Well, I'm wondering if you're like shutting me down once you point out my clothes and shit. Because it doesn't feel like that's the intention.
No, it's not. Like I think it's like I actually mean it kind of kindly, right? Like I'm like in as much as I can, I have the capability for that.
Yeah.
But like it's like it's like I'm pointing it out because I'm like this is like I feel for you, but I'm not rich enough to really help you out, and I know you need that help.
Yeah.
But you're proud too, so I think I'm actually gonna pull a string. I have several strings on you, and I wanna pull a string to tempt you to do what I want.
Okay.
And I think what I want is for you to agree to like meet this guy with me.
Okay.
Come on, like
you want me to meet somebody?
We go back a ways. I think this guy can help you out. Let's talk to him.
You want me to meet somebody you dreamed about?
It was like it wasn't just a dream. I was like, what was your dream? I just told you.
I got in a fight with a teddy bear.
Yeah, what did the teddy bear say? What color was the teddy? I bet I could tell you what color that fucking teddy bear was in your dream. If I tell you what color the teddy bear was, will you come?
Sure thing. Sure thing.
It was a blue teddy bear.
I'm guessing it was actually blue. I don't know. Makes sense.
That's what the guy said. He said there was a blue teddy bear.
All right. Okay. Well, it can't be at whatever time I agreed upon with the teddy bear.
What time? How do you say that to me?
I say whatever time we agreed upon. It cannot be during this time.
Oh, obviously it's tea time. That's when you're meeting her.
It can't be at tea time.
So, when's tea time? We don't.
I'll know when I find out.
Is lunch before tea time?
I don't know. I'm not a teddy bear.
Oh, and I do laugh loud, and I say, "Let's try for lunch and see what happens then."
We gotta be here though.
Like in school, I can get the guy to come here. He gave me his contact info.
All right, whatever. Okay. This is you really want to get involved in this sort of stuff?
It's gonna be good for you. It's gonna be good for me. It's gonna be good for this town. It's gonna be fine.
You sure? Oh, you promise? You promise it'll be fine?
I hope it'll be fine. I think it's gonna be fine. And even if it's not fine,
just for my sake, Eddie, promise me it'll be fine.
Selina, even if it's not fine, it's gonna be one hell of a fucking ride, right?
Wait, do I have a string on you? Yeah, no. Yeah, I want to pull a string and tempt you to promise me it'll be fine.
Here's my question, just like the mechanics of this. So I offered you a string to agree with me.
Yeah, I totally agreed.
Right. So the question is, fuck it, I will make that promise.
Okay.
Let's just do it.
Yeah. So
sure.
Because...
You know what? One way or the other, it'll be fine.
So mechanically, I think you end up getting 2 XP off of that because the string
too.
is spent and you promised.
Yep.
No, I think you're trading XP. So you get an XP, Selina, for taking the string, and then Edward gets an XP for taking your string.
Right, and then on top of that, because I made a promise, did I also get an XP?
Oh,
that was
yeah.
what it is.
Yeah, the lore.
Got it.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that's your little.
Oh, that actually reminds me, just something going back. When I gaze into the abyss gives me its hunger.
Oh, that's right. It does, doesn't it?
So I feel like I'm sort of following the spirit of that by pursuing this Selina thing, but I'm not sure how to. I don't know. You can tell me.
Oh, there's an easy way to do that.
Yeah.
Your Selina.
What?
Your new hunger is Selina.
Great.
So let's see.
I don't know what it means to satiate that hunger, but I'm dying to figure it out.
Yeah, let's find out together. Oh, good. I wonder if they have a hierarchy of promises. I suspect they don't, but that doesn't mean that the higher levels aren't more binding. Cool. I'm dying to see a scene between Lawrence and Astrid, but I'm not sure what that scene should look like. Do you guys have ideas?
What do you think, Lawrence?
I don't know. I think during this whole conversation, Lawrence is there, but like sitting at his desk trying not to fall asleep because he didn't sleep last night. But he's in like the front row, so he can't get away with sleeping at his desk. So I think eventually he just like gets up and kind of staggers into the hallway. And if Astrid wants to like run into him there, that would work.
Yeah, I think Astrid is concerned that you didn't sleep and that you don't look okay. It's totally a thing for her. So she, gets up and follows you out into the hallway. Lawrence, are you all right?
Yeah, I'll live. So I didn't really tell you everything that happened last night.
Yeah, I noticed the door, obviously.
Did you see the cot?
No. What happened to the cot?
Well, so Noah kind of he went crazy. I'm amazed nobody else woke up. But yeah, he was screaming and I tried to talk to him, and he smashed up the cot, and then he like ran to break down the door, and well, I was standing in his way, and he just like shoved me through the door. He broke it with me.
Oh my goodness, are you all right?
Yeah. I don't think anything's permanently damaged or anything, just sore. But yeah, I mean, that guy, he's fucking, he's strong. He's like, I don't know how to describe it. It was like I was just, you know, a little. It was like I was a little kid compared to him. I did about as much to stop him as like I.
Wow.
I've never met anybody that he doesn't look. He's not even that big.
No, he doesn't look like he would be that formidable.
But he's
But he did mention that he has night terrors, so maybe
yeah,
it's a
he
function of
sure
that.
does. There's more to it. He have you ever heard of people who live underwater?
Yes.
Yeah, he's one of them, or will be. His people are from the ocean, and I don't mean like they're from an island or
No, they're from
they fish a lot. They're from under the ocean.
That's interesting. That explains
Yeah,
why they'd be recruited by the government.
yeah.
against
Apparently
their
they
will.
were I guess you'd call it torture.
Yes, I think that's what we would call it, Lawrence.
Yeah. Anyway, he said his brother died
It's horrible.
because of what they did to, and yeah. So I mean, I don't blame him at all for not wanting to
So the government
stay.
is recruiting people. Huh.
Yeah.
She like pulls you out of the hallway into an empty classroom. And it's like, Lawrence, can I trust you with a secret?
Yeah.
I'm a little scared. I had very strange dreams last night about being chased and hunted, and I'm not normal.
You
If I tell you what I am, you're going to think I'm crazy.
you'd be surprised.
So I'm a child of the forest, I guess is the vernacular.
That's what Noah. That's what Noah called me last night.
Really?
Yeah.
What what manner of child are you?
I guess. I guess. The closest thing is, like Bigfoot.
Like a Sasquatch?
Yeah.
Like a big. I'm a unicorn.
Seriously?
Seriously.
You know what? I believe you.
Mhm.
Sometimes I thought I was imagining it. Sometimes if the light hits you a certain way, you can see a horn.
Can't hide it all the time. It's tricky. So, what I'm afraid of is that if they're after Noah, they might be after us.
Can you
You know,
do something that the military wants?
I don't
What
know.
can you do?
I don't know. Mostly heal people and I'm a little
Wait,
lucky.
you're already doing that. You're working in the hospital. You're
Kind of a good luck charm. Think of me like a good luck charm.
here.
Sort of a
Okay. So you're
long good luck charm.
okay. I can think of a lot of reasons people would want you around, but it's yeah.
Yeah.
So we really don't want them coming looking for Noah at your place now.
No, we don't. No.
Also, he said, "Oh shit!" He said, "Yeah, I didn't tell you the worst."
What? There's more?
Yeah. He said sometimes when he had those night terrors, he would go kill people.
Kill people.
Yeah, he said if I hadn't stopped him.
Okay. That's fine. Okay.
So we got to get him out of your house before he falls asleep, before like tonight.
Right. Yes. Good. Yes. He wants to go back to the ocean.
Yes.
We will find him a boat.
Yes.
We'll do. And no one will get killed, and it will be fine. It will be fine.
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna go to class now.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll look out for each other, and nothing bad will happen. It'll be fine.
No, it'll be fine. Look, how hard can it be to steal a boat?
I am not experienced.
I've never stolen a boat before either, but it can't be that hard. Like, you know, at night, people, it'll be fine.
People do it.
Yeah.
Breaking the law.
Yeah.
Great. No problem.
I mean, we've already broken enough laws. One more, who cares, right?
Yes, that's not stressful to me at all.
It'll be fine.
Lovely.
I am so full of questions right now. Question number one is, how does Astrid know about the water?
I think that her family knows about other creatures of the wood and stuff like that. Like they know about werewolves, they know about deep ones. It's sort of family lore.
I'm gonna skip past whether or not you had a certain werewolf in your ancestry. I had a second question. Did you just agree to steal a boat?
I agreed to help a friend.
Uh-huh. Isn't laws on your integrity list?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep, break laws.
I mean, you also harbored a fugitive, so.
I helped someone in need.
Yeah, I'll give you a miss on that one. Seemed to be the greater good, but
if I have to lose that integrity because I'm going to steal a boat, that makes sense.
Well, it doesn't look like the move works that way though, so I'm just gonna think about it. And that may be considered a golden opportunity. Just gonna put that in my pocket for a little bit.
Enjoy.
Cool. So what are we gonna do next? Do we want to do tea time?
Sure. Unless he stabs himself with that nail first.
Does tea time come before or after lunchtime? It still is
tea time usually come after lunch.
So maybe we should do lunch first.
So your plan is to you have no plan for how you're going to actually meet anybody, right? Well, I guess you have the nail.
I was going to use the nail.
As
Astrid pointed out in the chat. That was, in fact, what I was calling the nails.
Okay. So give me some deets. How's this going down?
So Jump in, Selina, if you disagree with, if you're not into any of this. But I think we agreed to meet, like, in Smoker's Alley, or near, around the corner from Smoker's Alley, because Smoker's Alley is going to be full up during lunch, but like right over there, like the dingier alley, one over, during lunch. And I skipped my class before lunch to get there first, to poke myself with the nail and get Mr. Fancy Pants' attention.
So you're standing in smoke in LA. That is where the dirtbag smokers go, because
where
you
the, right where the dirtbag smokers go, and they're not here today. They've all cut school.
Okay.
I mean, maybe that might be an opportunity for you to have someone walk in on us, but at least the moment when I get there, it's empty.
I'm just wondering about what smoking in the 40s is like. I'm going to imagine that they didn't want minors to smoke. So, yeah, that's sense.
You know
cool.
what? Truth be told, there is probably a smoking lounge in the school.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think even minors, 50s, they didn't let minors smoke in school either. So
I know. My dad tells stories in the late 60s, early 70s about there being smokers, like actually a smoking lounge for the students in the school. But depends on where you are, maybe.
No, I know I stand corrected. Wow, I did not. I'm gonna have to ask about this.
Yeah.
Cool.
But anyways, right,
no
you want to smoke outside? It's a nice day. And
right.
I think I like unbutton the collar of my shirt, and I sort of like reveal, like right below my collarbone, and there's like already like an angry red welt there from who knows how long ago that hasn't really healed, and I just sort of like dig in right below that with the nail till that like little tiny bead of like very slow moving blood appears.
Is Selina with you, or is she coming up right at this point?
So my expectation was that Selina would. I had planned for Selina to meet me like 10 minutes after this. So if Selina wants to show up early, I think that she is welcome to. But I wanted to have a quick word with Mr. Fancy Pants beforehand.
It's so cute that you think you're going to get Mr. Fancy Pants right away.
Yeah. Oh, I totally think that. Despite the fact that he said he was going to send a friend, I'm like, the urgency of the fact that Selina's going to be here. We'll get him very quickly.
Awesome. All right, so you're standing there smoking, waiting, and nothing seems to happen. Around, you look around, you don't see anybody, and until like a truck grind by and like cover the alley in dark, oily soot, like tugging at your jacket.
I turn towards the tug.
There's a 4-foot-high guy there wearing a apron, like a protective apron. He's got goggles pushed over his head, like this toolbox full of stuff, like hammers and wrenches and pliers and all kinds of things. He's just covered in soot. He has this huge beard. He's like, "Where's the girl?"
She's coming. Who are you?
What do I look like? I'm with him.
You don't look anything like him. I told her about Fancy Pants. She's not gonna like this. I sold her on Fancy. Fancy can help her. What can you do for her?
Well, do you need something made?
Is it something worth money?
Everything I make is worth money. I'm Sim Bjornsson.
All then.
You've dragged me all the way for this. This had better be good.
The girl is coming, and look, I convinced her that I guess your boss, looks like he's probably your boss, your buddy, whatever, can help her out. But like, because her family's a little short on cash, and he seems to have a whole bunch of it. But I don't know that you're going to be able to. That you're the follow through on that offer.
Money. You think that what he offers is Money. Huh. Wow. Okay. You're an interesting kid. Yeah, I suppose we could whip something up, but I mean, I make magic swords and tools and art and toys. Actually, my toys are quite. Is this not near? Are we not near Yuletide in this place?
Look, you can try your pitch on her. You think it'll work? She should be here any minute. That was what I thought
mean,
would convince her.
Abduct her? That would be easy. I think I've got a rope somewhere around here.
Fuck, abduct? You don't want to fuck with her like that. Believe me, she's not someone you want to fuck with like that.
This is the problem with you mortals. You're too fashion conscious. If you had kept up with the old ballads, you would know that this is a perfectly legitimate way for us to operate. But fine.
I think that's when I show up, just hearing the arguing.
Hey, Selina, this isn't the guy.
What's going on?
This isn't the guy, but I think he works for the guy.
Hey, Thrin Bjornsson.
Hello. And
so you're his new favorite.
I offer Selina a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm gonna totally take that.
Oh wait, no, I see you. You are a clever girl, a burglar. Well, you're probably wondering what it is you can do, aren't you?
I'm more wondering what it is you can offer, as in your court can offer.
Yes, of course.
You know what this guy's about?
Well, look, Eddie, I know some things about.
Hold it out on me, Vale.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, I guess you got your shit under control. And I sort of do a little stylized bow, and I hang back.
No, you can stay. You can stay. We might need a witness for any deal that's arranged.
Sure. You're slowly learning, Eld. Of course, you're far too behind the curve to catch up. But hey, do you know where I might be able to acquire a Nash Roadster from about 1930? Very interested in that model of car.
Do I? I don't. Not offhand.
Well, let's look around.
I don't know. Wait, maybe. I think the Vreelands might have one.
I'll think about that.
Didn't you just promise? You know what? Fuck it. This is your show.
I'm not the one. If he wants their car, that's on him. It's not me. I'm just providing information. I'm still being nice to her face.
This is why we're friends. This is why we're friends, Selina. I love how you. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
you guys have your talk. I'm just here to witness.
What's his name again? Their name again?
Thrain Bjornsson.
Thrain Bjornsson
of Niflheim.
All right, Mr. Bjornsson. We've got a busy day of meetings. So
yes. I'm sure you do. Do you want to know something very interesting about what you did?
At which time?
Well, the thing is that you have this power that is not yours, right, mortal, and you think that you have successfully stolen it, but you have not. You have merely made a promise to do something. No, that you did not know you had made this promise is unfortunately immaterial to the terms of the argument. But it's all right. Mortals have forgotten so much. Once upon a time, I could have rigged you up a ring or a magic ham. No time at all, because you would have believed I could do such a thing. Now Now I'm reduced to being a mechanic, though again, the Nash Roadster has many distinct features I'm just dying to study. I mean, boy, Thor would really be me if I came back to flying one of them. He only has a Model T.
Yeah, that's so very interesting.
Hey,
But
Selena,
again,
you want to steal a car?
said I was going to be nice to her.
You want the? We'll talk later about the Roadster, maybe.
So you want some sort of demonstration of our good intent in nature, huh?
No, yes. Who do you represent?
Oh, again, you don't keep up with your ballads. I come to you in the guise of a vassal of the King of the Fae.
Which court?
The Kingsport.
Yeah,
There are two. There's the king and the queens.
Yeah, which one's which? Again, not up on ballads.
I serve the king of the fairies, and he would like you to join his court. You must make a decision. That is part of the terms of what you have acquired
So,
as your
like,
gift.
what's your favorite season?
Yeah, I work underground mostly.
Fair point.
Perhaps you misapprehend our lore. I mean,
maybe I don't know.
I mean, I find this to be a pleasingly warm day. Perhaps you find it to be a little chilly, but that is because I am from a cold place.
Yeah.
So,
right. So what can the king offer that the queen can't?
well, the king is less likely to stab you in the back, is what I would tell you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. What's the king more likely to do with Eddie over here?
Well, he looks very long and hard at Ed and lowers his goggles and lifts them back up again and says, well, your friend is afraid that if his heart stops beating, he'll die. I mean, all mortals feel that, but his heart just actually starts. You know, you should have, if you'd come to me earlier, we could have banged a clockwork in there and you've been right as rain. But
maybe you should have come to me. How was I to know?
Again, your ballads, kid, or sagas. Sagas are also good. They're a little more indirect, but
they play those on the radio.
Okay, I'm putting a radio on my shopping list too.
Oh boy,
good idea.
Okay, so you represent the king.
Yes.
You claim the queen's more likely to stab me in the back. Now, is
100%.
more likely to stab me in the back, or is she more likely to teach me to stab others in the back?
Her followers seem to have that skill in abundance, yes, but the king will offer you more tangible things. You can come with the king and fight at his side, or stay in company. He has a weakness for the beautiful.
So wait, what? So if I go with you, I gotta go to him?
No, that's the thing. We can't take mortals. You have free will.
Oh,
God, you prate about it so often. It is disgusting.
yeah. Well, you know, don't be jealous.
That's free will anyway. You end up getting caught up in the machinations of like all the rest of us.
Yeah.
Free will, please. I mean, what would be free will? You know, make a song about lambs eating ivy? It's bizarre.
All right.
But
so
if it's some tangible evidence of the king's goodwill, I could make you something. I've got my forward with me. It's very small.
I don't really know if I need anything.
Well, it seems that you lack a great many material things. Now, I'm not a leprechaun. For one thing, I'm sober at least 40% of the time. Perhaps I could make you the means to make gold. You still use gold here, or is that not a thing?
It's not really. I mean, it's not as. No, it's.
You could. Gold is worth something.
Let's just keep it simple. Like, I don't know. Like, you any good of a? You're a mechanic? Are you a jeweler or what?
I am a blacksmith and a goldsmith and a jeweler, and I'm a
Just make
mechanic.
me
I've
like
been mechanic.
just like a nice necklace. That'd be fine. Whatever.
What would this necklace do?
I don't know.
Oh,
It doesn't. It doesn't need to be magical. I don't want to like. Look, I'm not going to ask for something and have there be any sort of unknown side effects that you don't tell me about.
okay.
There's always side effects, right?
Though no harm will come to you from it.
Yeah, sure. No harm will come to me.
I can't control all creatures on Earth. It's
Uh,
free will. Very well. Are
That's
you
not-
are you really a brunette?
Yeah.
I could fix that for you.
Why would I want that fixed?
Just saying. While I'm in here, what gem is thy fancy?
An emerald?
I was thinking emerald. Emerald's a good look for you. Very good. And with that, he literally pulls a small forge out of his toolkit. There's a flurry of hammer blows, and he hands you a beautiful gold chain with an emerald pendant. It's done in a very high Celtic style, so the chain itself looks like an interweaving Celtic pattern. You're not really sure how the effect was achieved, but that's what it looks like. It's worth a pretty penny, but it will set off your looks even more, I think. Will you accept this token I have to thee on behalf of my liege?
It's now if I accept this token, is there any repercussions? Now, I'm not this is just a gift, right?
Of course, it's just a gift.
Yeah, I'm not like promising you anything in return. I will agree to think upon your offer.
Well, the offer doesn't very long.
Yeah, well, how long in do you need a watch? I've got a pocket watch here. How long in
Yo,
our
watch?
time? Yeah, well.
Look, kid, you gonna take the necklace or what?
Yeah, fine. Give
I
me the
offered you a
necklace.
Clockwork Heart, and you're surprised about his watch? Her watch? I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It happens.
I like to keep up with the state of the art. Excuse me.
All right. So I'll trade the watch for the necklace. That's fair, right?
Well, I'll take a gift from thee freely given. Sure.
Fair enough.
Here you go.
Okay. All right.
Huh.
So,
Interesting. Huh.
yeah, you don't need to pay attention to that engraving. So
What is the engraving?
yeah, it was like it's for somebody else's, obviously. I probably stole it, like, I pinched it from a pawn shop.
Well done. Excellent. Good, good, good. All right. Well, I bid you both well. I must go back.
Pleasure meeting you. See?
Huh?
Pleasure
Wait.
meeting you.
It's what?
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Oh. Sure. With that, he vanishes in a puff of smoke.
See, Selina, I told you it'd be fine. Wasn't that fine? That felt fine to me.
Yeah, well, I still got another meeting.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about that meeting. This was fine.
Yeah.
You got that nice necklace. Got rid of that hot watch. Everybody wins.
Yeah, well, it's not over yet.
Yeah, look, if it's gonna help you bargain it up with whoever else this is, or this queen or whatever, I'm happy for that too. I just want you to do good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking out for you, Selina.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you even know what you're getting involved in?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. No
You can
problem.
tell me.
Oh, I'm not even entirely sure, but it's some sort of magical stuff.
You know, guess that's how things go around here, right? I mean,
Apparently.
look at me.
Yep.
Cool. So what, Scoobies?
What was that?
So let's find out what is Astrid and Lawrence doing? Separately or together, maybe.
I think I'm trying to figure out how best to steal a boat. So I think I'm skipping class and I'm like going down and looking at, okay, you know, they see, okay, so this is where I don't think you could see somebody who like walked out on the dock from this angle. I am casing basically the whole dock area, looking for like a good spot to steal a boat from. And I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're not an experienced criminal.
No.
No.
And I don't know anything about boats. Well, no, I guess like my dad is a dock worker. I probably know a few things about boats, but not like I don't have personal experience of sailing.
Yeah. I think Astrid is sort of in a daze for the whole rest of the day. Doesn't really know what to do with herself. Like everything seems really urgent and scary, and I mean, she's hunted. She's just not having a good time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what we should all do next, but that's where I'm at.
I could retroactively roll to turn you on after that note I left you.
Yeah, it's a cute note to leave on somebody's desk when they're minding their own business.
Let's do that then.
That's an 11.
Okay.
So you get a string and choose reaction. This may tell us what Astrid is doing next.
Yes, this might tell us what Astrid is doing next, because I think I am going to go ahead and take the last experience I need towards an advancement by promising you something that you want.
Ooh.
Or that I think you want.
Okay.
And I think I send you a note back that says, well then, I'll have to let you sleep over more often. And like I'm like nights that I'm free or something like that. In which case I am gonna take the Unicorn Hunter's advancement. And so I think the next thing that I'm doing is like me seeing someone actually stalking me in the daytime.
It's a side character. Which one?
You know, I am torn between one of like somebody that's like Fae hunting me and one of the like government cronies. Like I don't know if there's a student that's working for the government or like I'm not sure what's the most interested. Andrew, which one was Andrew?
Andrew is Cynthia's brother. He's fighting Marines, but that doesn't mean
He's
he might
also
not get.
used to get
Oh,
in. He's Edward's like go to Dunwich and get in fights buddy who likes getting beat up.
yeah.
My
It
ex
wasn't
boyfriend.
didn't she get that telegram that he died? I thought that was why that
No,
was
That was different guy.
that
Yeah.
was Vicky's brother.
Vicky's, yeah.
oh, and that yeah, sorry, then I was confused. Okay,
Yeah, that's why I was confused when you were talking about Andrew. I'm like,
I was confused about who was who. But I apologize about that, but we can just keep rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Andrew's a good option as like a or it could be Vicky's brother that everyone thinks is dead, but that isn't. I don't know which angle is the most interesting. There's a couple different options.
Those are both good.
Mm. Andrew has ties to 2 other PCs, which I think is useful, but
Yeah, so we could do Andrew.
Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. Let's start this way. So you're down at the docks, Lawrence, trying to case things inconspicuously and not do a job. Well, actually, you can be
I'm
inconspicuous.
very inconspicuous. I'm just not learning much, maybe.
No. And find. Ooh. Yeah. Let's hold off on that. We'll roll for a second. I think you and standing around trying to look, and Ashley Waite comes running up to you, and she looks at you very intently, and sniffs, and like, there's an air of salt on you today.
The ocean, right
Don't
there.
Banner words with me, Forest Child.
What? Why is everyone calling? That is the 3rd time I've heard that name today, and I've never heard it before today.
It's not my fault that your people don't remember who you are. Our people remember who we are. We never forget.
Wait, you're one of them from underwater?
Family came from Innsmouth once.
Is everyone here? Look, I've heard things about Kingsport, but
No, not everybody here. One of the people of the waves, or most people here are not. They are but humans.
okay, that's, I'm not sure if I'm happy or not about that, but okay, that's good to know.
When first our people came to the New World in New England, they came here, and Smith came late. It was an idea birthed by the elders and a man named Moab Pembleton, who is the Moses of our people, for he was not allowed into the promised land. But that matters not right now.
Okay, I knew.
You have
I knew
found
that
one of the
something.
isles, haven't you? They're because of the lights. I think they are in severe danger.
Who?
Did she break Lawrence?
No, who's what? Okay, look. Let's say I had met one of your people. And let's say he was a little bit messed up.
I see.
What could I do for him? How? What does he need?
What do you mean by stop?
Goes crazy at night.
He may be of age of the change coming on him. Sometimes it's violent, though not often. I mean, if our people are around, it almost never is, but he's been sundered from our folk.
Right, okay. So do we just throw him in the ocean? What do we do?
Does he have gills?
I don't think so. What would they look
And
like?
he'll drown if you throw him in the water. You must wait until the change comes upon him.
Right, okay, so, right, can't breathe water yet, probably. Okay. Good to know, thanks.
All right, well, I wish to help. I wish to help our exiled brethren. And sister, in a word, I don't speak the old speak the way they used to in Innsmouth anymore. I'm supposed to say
good.
that and they and thee, but I don't remember to do it anymore. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather just listen to the radio, but we have to go to church all the time. God,
I knew I had
preacher is
heard
boring.
that somewhere before. That's who, yes, like you. Okay. All right. So he wants to go back to the sea. He can't breathe water. Right. Okay. So back to the original plan. You want to help us steal a boat?
Why do you want to steal a boat? Oh, to get him out of town.
Yes.
I see. Well, now we've been stupid, haven't we? There must be other empathetic people like you. Perhaps they could, or people. Well, I would say they could. They could go back to. They could go back to the islands the marshes came from, but that turns out to be the seat of the major fighting campaigns of 1943, so probably not a good idea. Perhaps Antarctica. Well, yes, I will help. I will help thee, but the government must be looking for him.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to get him out of town.
Then he's in danger, and anyone who helps him too.
Right, but we're already in danger from helping him, so if we get rid of him, we'll get out of danger faster.
I must consult the elders. I think you must come with me.
To your, I can't swim, but not
No.
Not like
To
that.
the church.
Oh,
To the Order of Dagon.
A church. Okay, a church sounds fine.
Yes, it'll be fine for his child. Fear not. Cool. So, Astrid.
Yep.
Trying to think where Andrew finds you. Maybe. Oh, of course. There's only one place. The
Friendlies. Sounds great.
So you're sitting there, maybe having your vanilla malted.
Yeah, and like trying to read a book, but not really reading a book, like reading the same line over and over and over again.
Yeah. So, do unicorns have sharper senses than other people?
They're prey animals, so I think yes.
Cool. Get a whiff of sea air if it smells like the breeze off the ocean, and then suddenly standing in front of you is Andrew wearing his dress uniform.
She very politely folds the book and sets it aside.
Astrid,
Andrew.
I, 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 I'm glad I ran into you.
Oh, did you need something?
Yeah, I got home on leave, and I don't want to just walk up to Mom and Pa yet. Yeah, Astrid, you always been a forgiving sort, right? Like, you have a good ear.
I do.
I've seen some stuff, Astrid. It's pretty messed up stuff.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Sit down.
So, yeah, thanks. I haven't even seen Cynthia yet. She must be around somewhere.
I saw her at
Oh,
school
maybe
today.
she's working. Oh, good, good. She's got to stay in school. She's like the smart one.
She is very smart.
Yeah, she'll go to college and, maybe meet some nice guy and then she'd be like a librarian or something. Could or teacher. She's smart.
She would make a lovely teacher.
Yeah. Uh, how you been?
Oh, busy.
Cause you look a little worried. You look a little messed up.
Uh, well, things have been hectic. And I have been a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Everyone seems to be
Uh,
going through something, and I just want to help, and my dreams have been fraught. But that's not important. You're
I don't
home.
know. Yeah, yeah. Uh, anything weird happened lately?
Well, define weird.
I don't know. Did you see anything weird, like maybe up on the head? Because, they're all doing experiments and crap up there to find more krauts and that kind of thing.
We did go up to see the light show the other night. That was a bit weird.
Oh, yeah, the light show. That's good. You saw it from, like, the beach, right?
We went a little further up the hill.
I saw that, yeah. Yeah, okay. So did you see anything other than the lights?
Just some people.
Oh, I kind of wish you hadn't told me that, Astrid.
Why?
Because the guys I work for, they're going to want to talk to you now.
Oh, they don't need to talk to me. I don't have anything to say.
Well, maybe you could tell me something, and then I don't have to talk to you. Like, maybe you could tell me if you saw anybody up in the woods, other than, like, soldiers. Did you meet anybody? Did you meet, like, maybe this weird kid? Uh, you know, kind of tall, kind of lanky, kind of like, brown skin. Maybe he's Italian or something. I don't know. But I'm here to, I'm here to help get him back, because I got to do that, Astrid. It's real important to me that I keep doing what it's me to do.
I didn't see anyone. I guess I have to roll to keep my cool.
I think so, yeah.
I rolled a 10.
You get to ask me a question.
I do. So she draws herself up, looks at him across the table, and says, "You will forgive me, Andrew, but I don't understand exactly why I'm being interrogated. Why are they looking for this boy?"
I don't know. He's like vital effort because, his kind of people, they ain't no good, but they be good. They can help us, and maybe that'll be great.
She stands up and picks up her book and says, "You know, In my book, the definition of no good is interrogating a young lady about things over which she has no control or interest.
Oh, come on now, Astrid. Why don't you sit down? I'll buy you a malted.
I'm not interested in your company, Andrew.
Okay. Well, I can't say I didn't try to help you.
I don't need your help.
Before this is, maybe you're gonna think that you kind of did.
She like turns and leaves the friendlies.
See you around.
Picking out. Whew. It's very intense.
Well, seems like the appropriate time to stop here. Cool. Oh yeah, let me do that thing. This was great. You enjoyed it. So next week we're gonna have more horrible stuff. I
thought
think
everything
pretty
was gonna
soon.
be fine.
Wait, is everything not fine? Because it seems fine.
I seem fine.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
yeah.
Everything's
It's just gonna be
fine.
like
I don't think everything is fine.
I don't think everything's fine.
it's all
Lord,
gonna be very happy.
That's like the most intense
Yeah.
conversation I've ever had.
Really? In one of my games, and that was the most intense?
That's actually not
I
true.
gotta-
But that was really intense.
I mean, the messenger had his moments, I think.
Yo, the messenger was not okay.
And K. Cool. So